Check this sign out. You see that? Is it facing the right way? I don't know. Toyota. Did you ever see those commercials? Toyota. When I saw the sign that was there, that jingle sticks in my head. And because I love commercial poppy kind of music, whether it is an automobile commercial or it's on a cartoon or in a school play, it doesn't matter where. I love jingles. So whether they're brief, a few seconds, or if they're masterpieces longer than that, 20 minutes. So back when I was self-employed as a solo acoustic entertainer, that was something that I was strongly considering to do. I don't remember this for sure, but I think I did talk to other people who have, and then I just never did. And I'm grateful that I did not. My main problem, I think, mentally really began in 2004, 2005. I was still employed as a solo acoustic, and I was reaching out to a lot of people, and I was trying to explain without knowing. I don't think you necessarily tell God certain things like they want you to believe is what solves the problem. Take your complaints to God, pray to God about everything, or preach to every living thing. There's lots of different places in the Bible that lets us know to speak. I would just say that evidently, even in the hardest of times, it seems like something was there keeping me safe and still teaching me, and I never stopped writing like I was encouraged as I went through life. You should write. If you don't know how to say it, write it. And I felt like I could write people my feelings like a card. I felt like I could do better than selecting a card in a store. It seemed to be quite challenging when I wanted to really say something to me, worded a lot differently than a lot of the cards I've seen. I wanted it to be a little bit from me real, not necessarily that the cards were real or not real, but from me real, meaning like you can tell by reading that it came from me, my personality at the time. And that's kind of what helped me to get started. And I gotta say that in my struggles, my life journey, witnessing and hearing many testimonies and reading many books and listening to speakers, many of them, I saw a lot of videos. I tried the pleading and telling God various things, which kind of ticked me off when I found out that there is direct mental communication ability. And that would share with me why a small percentage of people have, while many of them don't. It would make more sense that people who have the direct mental communication ability would have other reasonings to be with or connected to other human beings that God does not share in those reasonings. In other words, God is holy, and God has reasons man will never be able to come into unless God, for some reason, would make them as such. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but hopefully you don't care. Then that keeps me in the safe zone. Okay. But I was really pissed off about that, to know that exists, because I had a lot of prayers and a lot of cries, and I was homeless for a very long time, and people's idea of homeless sometimes is pretty brutal, and I never wanted to go there. I hope I never do. But for me, what I endured, the way that I endured, was challenging for me, and I did everything that I could to try to refrain from what I seen happen with others. Even today I saw a few. I'm so thankful that I have some kind of brain that aids me, for now anyway, to refrain from that. It's not a beautiful place to be, and even more so, it seems to be a breathing ground for the enemy. It's horrible. I am so grateful that at least I had a roof over my head, whether it was a hotel for a day, week, or hotel for a weekend by people who took me in. universe. Out here, where is strong, mixed, confused feelings as to whether or not I was more miserable than at peace, or more at peace than I was miserable. I realized that the majority of what my beliefs were formed not from my mom specifically or anyone like that, but just in general with the world living in it and doing music and entertainment. I think that a lot of it was displeasing to me, and the larger portion of it was because I had true inner desires, passions. Joyce Meyer says it's not about what you want, it's about what God wants. And that could throw a railroad car right off of the tracks. I learned that I had no clue what I wanted until I started extreme high volumes of soul searching. And then I realized I want to be more of the person that God wants me to be. And people on TV and the radio is a joke to me. Than Moses, than Noah, than Mary, you know, and pick a name, many of them. Jesus, even the prostitute. Who is it? I'm so grateful.